There's 4 former champions floating around 185 right now, plus Paulo Costa, and none of them even feel like they're 1 win away from a title shot.
Right.
So it looks like you're going to get Izzy Strickland. There's 2 of the champions there. You know, it looks like Izzy's probably going to wait out this suspension that Sean Strickland's riding and fight him. But what's the consequence of winning that fight? Not a title fight.
No.
So, you know, those 2 guys are out. You have DDP, who's really kind of in no man's land.
Yeah.
Does he consider a weight class change? Does he fight Costa? You've made that suggestion on our last episode. I love that fight. I think that's great. Robert Whittaker's pushing himself towards the top 15, not so much the top 5 anymore. What a great division we have right now. We talk about like former champions being such a rarity because people like once they lose the belt and they can't really reclimb the mountain, they do a few more and then they cut because they don't want to end up like Tony Ferguson or BJ Penn or one of these guys. They don't want to end up in this sort of, you know, no man's land where the UFC is just giving them terrible fights to build the stars of the next generation. So they kind of take their money and call it a day. But at middleweight right now, there's 4 former world champions who are of varying levels of significance, which is actually really crazy considering that we're not talking about any of them being even 1 or most of them even 2 fights away from a title shot.